Well, I'm gonna call it quits pretty soon. We can pick this up tomorrow. Or we could beat it today, hopefully. What? What? I was just about to call it quits. Well, if I crash at this part up here, I am calling it quits, that's for sure. And it didn't happen. Thank goodness. And after 6.5 hours of streaming, it is finally over. Oh my goodness, I hate this level so much. And it is head and shoulders, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, my new hardest demon. It is harder than Ice Carbon Diablo X. It is harder than Ice Carbon Zest. It is, honestly, I'd say it's harder than Leminscate. Leminscate was a pretty close call with those two old demons. But yes, I think it's harder than those because I've invested more than 10,000 attempts into this level. Let's take a look at that. So, 5721. Also, let's give that a dislike and rate it Extreme Demon. I'm going to call this Insane Demon, but I kind of think that if ICDX is Extreme Demon, this should be Extreme Demon as well. So anyway, so that was 5721, and let's go to the practice copy. And 5220, so that would be 10,941, so 10,491. Wait, no, I'm an idiot. I got that backwards. So 10,941. That's the total attempt count on this level. Some of them are old. Practice has been spread out for quite a while on this level. Like, I had put some practice attempts into it even way back when I was practicing ICDX and ICZ. So that's pretty much where that is, so very distributed attempts on this one. Attempts. Yeah, I'm just going to cut the 5 out of that. The importance is the even number here. Alright, so thank you for cheering me on in the chat. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, people disagreeing with my assessment that this is harder than ICDX. I'm not surprised. Unpopular opinion. But, you know, let's just look at the attempts real quick. Alright, so we know how many attempts this took. We typed that out. Ice Carbon Diablo X. And let's just say it has to be Demon. That way it shows up. That is my total attempts for ICDX. Okay, so if we take out a calculator and we multiply that by 3, so 3,638 times 3, 10,914. So let's subtract our attempts, so that was 10,941. And that is not subtract, that is divide. So let's see here. We'll go back to here. Yeah, you guys can't see the calculator. I just did a misclick on my calculator, so that kind of sucks. So 10,941. There we go. So negative 27. It is 27 more attempts than 3 times the number of attempts I took on Ice Carbon Diablo X. If a level takes 3 times as many attempts as another level, and those attempts happen to be in the thousands, I'm gonna say that it's harder than the other level. Okay, just a purely logical conclusion to reach. Alright, nothing really special about that thinking. You know, I'm just a nice straightforward angle of reasoning. So anyway, just want to get that over with. So this level's done. I'm at 7,500 stars. We're going to post a comment here and end the video, end the stream, and call it a night, because I started this at 9 p.m. and it is now 3:30 a.m. Which is fine. You know, I normally stay up until 4 or 5 in the morning, but that's a long stream. That is a very long stream. So anyway, I'm gonna call it the JanuS travesty here as well, but we're gonna put miracle in quotes. $10,941 attempts. Looks like that is all correct. Submit that. Now to properly wrap up the video, I am going to show this off. Vertical sync is off. I do not play with bypass or any other modifications. You can see in the top left corner it says 60 FPS if your resolution is nice and high. So yes, this is a 60 Hz 60 FPS completion. Well, it's actually 120 Hz, but you know, the screen refresh rate doesn't. If the game is running at 60 FPS and the screen refresh rate is 120, that just doesn't make a difference, right? So anyway, 60 FPS. That's really the final say on that. So the other thing I need to do to wrap this up, well, let's save the account. That's always a good idea. The other thing I want to do to wrap this up is show how I got the song Clutterfunk to play, because you know, this uses a different song, How to Clutterfunk, and you can't actually download that from Newgrounds because it's gone. So you're probably wondering, hey, how do you get the music there? So I showed this off earlier in the stream, but I figured I'll do that here as well so that everybody can see it. So let's do that. I'm going to open up File Explorer really quick and hide all the folders in quick access so that way you can't see where I go to school. And then we also need to go to this PC. That's the first step, and then we're going to open things up. So let's see, just on OBS, show off screen 1, hide GD, that's fine. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to go to the C drive. I'm a lucky bugger. I've got a laptop that can have 3 drives in it. So go to the C drive, and then we need to go to Program Files x86. This is where all your 32-bit programs keep their system-wide data. User data is usually kept in the app data folder in your user directory, so that's someplace completely different, but this is a place that programs rely on for stuff, no matter which user they're serving. So if you have like 5 different people using the same computer on different accounts, you know, all of them share the data in here. So the next thing we're looking for is Steam, because GD is a Steam game. And then once we're in Steam, then we need to go to Steam Apps, right here, and then Common. And once we're here, you can see a list of games that are on my system. So we're going to go to Geometry Dash, and then at this point you start seeing some actual files. You see Geometry Dash exe. We're going to go under Resources. Now in here is a lot of music folders or files, as well as a lot of other game files. For example, let me move this over here. Here's a pop-up from the menu, right? Advertisement for GD Lite. So these are all the resources that the game relies on to make it work. So the next thing we want to take a look at is your settings. So right here, this option, you need to have that checked. And what that will do is it will dump all of your downloaded songs into that folder, which is the majority of the contents of this folder. As you can see, these are all Newgrounds songs. So in order to get the song onto GD and just use, the default Clutterfunk, we need to navigate to the JanuS Miracle. That would be a good first step. Or any other level that you want a song for. Alright, so here we can see the ID of the level. So let's open up Notepad and type that in. Notepad++ works just fine. 595773. And we can highlight that and copy it onto our clipboard. Alright, so next we need to find Clutterfunk. Best way to do that, type in the letter C. That will highlight the first item with the letter C, and then you can just kind of scroll down until you find it. Perfect. Make a copy of it. Then let's go up folder just to stay organized and paste it here. So this is a copy. Rename. Keep everything to the left of the extension, or rename everything to the left of the extension. Looks like it's not on my clipboard. That would be helpful. Oh, of course it's not on my clipboard because I clicked on copy for the level, or for the song, so that put that on my clipboard instead of the ID. Herpaderp. Anyway, so get the ID of the song, rename it, paste the ID into there, boom. Now, drop it in your resources folder. So this pop-up is asking me to replace the file. See, I've already done this, so of course I'm going to replace it. You won't get this pop-up if you have not already done this. So I'll just do that. We'll pretend that the pop-up never showed up. And now the level of the song is in here, and GD can find it and use it. Now what's really cool about this is you can get an MP3 file from pretty much anywhere else. So for example, suppose that there's a song that you want to use. Let's look up Tobu, right? Because there's a lot of Tobu music that is not available. For example, I'm looking for Higher. These are not in any particular order, so that's kind of annoying. Here we go, Higher. So we could copy that, and we could do literally the same thing, right? Let's go back, up folder, paste. We can give it the name of or we can rename it to an ID of a Newgrounds song, and then in GD, if we go into the level editor, we can just create a new level, right? And we can choose a custom song, and we can enter the ID. So let's say that we did this, right? And let's go here and rename this to be the same thing. Perfect. And let's see, this is not in the right place, but that's fine. Let's go back, back, back. There we go. This is where it needs to go. So there we go. There's our song. And then failed to fetch song info. Come on. There it goes. So now we have access to the song. Now there's no info on there's like no metadata on that MP3 file, so that's why there's nothing here to show. But you can literally build levels with any song that way, and that sort of trick is what I did in order to make this particular layout that I'm going to show off. Go to next page. So this does not actually use this song here. This level uses a song from an anime. Okay, let's actually play well, right? I already have a video of this, so you can go check it out, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of it. So if you tried to play this level without changing the song, it would be kind of weird. Because you download the wrong song. Anyway, that's the idea behind that. And so now, by watching this video, you know how to put any song that you could possibly want into Geometry Dash. You just have to get an MP3 file and rename it, and you can use that for your own devices. Thing is, though, is that you have to, distribute the song and let other people know that they need to use this particular song if it's not available on Newgrounds. You have to provide that information, and other people have to make that customization themselves for them to enjoy that level with that song. And that's just the heads up that you really need to have when it comes to using this stuff. Something you're probably aware of is texture packs. This is the place that you go to change texture packs, right? Because all of the game's resources are in this folder. So you want to change the ship trail to something different, go here. In fact, before 2.1, that's how people had fire trails. They changed the rainbow trail to a fire trail. Don't exactly know the name of it at this exact moment. Oh, streak, that's it. So streak 1, right? That's a basic one. Streak 2, that's the rainbow trail. Streak 4, I think, is the fire trail. Nope, no it's not. 5. Nope. 6. Nope. Come on. 7. There we go. So this is not the default fire trail. I'm actually using a custom one from back from pre 2.1. And I like that one a little bit more. It's a little bit different, a little bit bolder, and so I decided to go with that. And so I'm using that instead of the one that's built into the game. I just swapped it out. And so that is how that actually works. So hopefully you learned something from this. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me do all this. Yes, you in the chat, rip mobile users. Mobile users are going to have a hard time doing this. If you want to do this on like Android, you're probably going to have to write your phone. So have fun with that. But yeah, this is a trick for PC. Definitely a trick for PC. But it's a very helpful trick, and since there are a lot of PC players, I figured this would be helpful and good to know, because there are a lot of people who just aren't aware of this, so I wanted to share that. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you guys later with another video. Bye.